Nobody will be spared. Aisha Yesufu warns of impending protest worse than NSAS. Wow, this is like a warning in time. Okay, a stitch in time says 9. So what this lady is saying is that there is an impending protest that is going to be worse than NSAS, and nobody will be spared when that protest starts. When will it start and how will it start? We don't know. Let's dive into the detail to hear her story. A social political activist, Aisha Yesufu, has warned of a more devastating protest than the 2020 nationwide protest tagged NSAS. Daily Post reports that NSAS was a decentralized social movement and a series of mass protests against police brutality in Nigeria. The slogan called for the disbanding of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad called SARS, called Special Anti-Robbery Squad, a notorious unit of the Nigerian police force. And the protest, which started on Twitter, resulted in mass demonstration occurring throughout the major cities of Nigeria and accompanied violence leading to the death of many young Nigerians. Aisha Yesufu, who was one of the activists at the center of the protest, said Nigeria might just be caught unaware of what is coming. Yesufu noted that there is a simmering anger in the land fueled by the impunity and brazenness of the corrupt politicians and rulers who have rigged their way into power. Nobody saw the NSAS protest coming. Nobody will see the next uprising coming, she wrote on X. Sadly, it might end up being violent. There is a simmering anger fueled by the impunity and brazenness of the corrupt politicians and rulers who have rigged their way into power. Nobody will be spared. Wow. This is a serious one. We understand what happened during the NSAS. We understand what led to the NSAS. The so-called police SARS, Special Anti-Robbery Squad, was brutalizing young people, brutalizing youth, searching people's phones, carrying people's computer, killing people, killing innocent people. In fact, they perpetuated, extrajudicial killings, and the police brutality was heightened, and that was why the NSAS came. And when the NSAS came, nobody saw it coming. It started on social media, and before you know it, it started on ground. And before you knew it, it overtook several cities: Lagos, Ibadan, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Benin, and some major cities in Nigeria were taken over. And so, even though that protest saw a lot of young innocent people killed by the police again during the protest, and the Nigerian army under the former chief of army staff, General Buratai, we saw how young people were killed, especially at the Lagos Lekki Phase 1 toll gate, or rather Victoria Island toll gate. Okay, where it's at that point that that is kept as a memorial now, that is being celebrated every October 20 every year to commemorate with the lost ones during that protest. So what Aisha Yesufu is saying, that the same way NSAS came and nobody saw it coming until it overtook everywhere, something worse is going to come, which is going to be an uprising that is going to be very devastating and is going to take everybody unawares. Even the police will not see it coming. But when it starts, just like NSAS started in social media, this one will start in social media, and before you know it, it will become a reality, and nobody will be spared. Everybody will be involved. Okay, so that is what she's saying. But how is this uprising going to come? Nobody knows. Who is going to start it? Nobody knows. Where is it going to start from? Nobody knows. What is going to cause it? Nobody knows. But for now, there's so much anger in the land because of how the corrupt politicians have rigged themselves into power and now maltreating the citizens. The life is hard for everybody now, and I'm sure probably that hardship is going to drive people to take the action, whether good or bad. Because the way Nigeria is, you keep quiet, you die. You shout, you die. So they all die and I die. That is the way it is going. And that time, we'll see how the army, the navy, the air force, the police, the government officials and how the government will handle it, because it's going to be worse than NSAS, if I borrow the words of Aisha Yesufu. All right, so there are a few comments here from a few individuals. Someone said all the children are in the US, including herself. Very demonic woman. How can you be wishing unrest for your country? Meanwhile, the earlier you know that such protests cannot happen again in our Lagos, the better you and your co-travelers know. Ha 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 ha. That's what you are saying. So what is different between you and the terrorists? Okay, when your party did not win, everyone should not know peace. Did you want to impose yourself on the country by force? Something need to be done with this evil woman. DSS should be on alert. Can you imagine? That is APC people talking, and now someone else has come and say APC is evil. Are you not ashamed of your comment? Tinubu staged a protest against good government because of his selfish interest and installed APC to mess up Nigeria and destroy it. So let the masses express their human right and how they feel. Continue to take side on injustice. And some say she's evil. She's just capitalizing activism to perpetrate her evil atrocities. We have so many women of what of substance, but they keep to themselves and their families. They should arrest you people and put you behind bars. You have the right to protest, but they cannot remove the president. Okay, so be careful. Can you imagine? As long as the SR process was a success until Tinubu and his bingos told their Yorubas and anti-Igbo what to use the protest. They want to use the protest to destroy Lagos. So the nitwits believed the tribal sentiment and withdrew from it. This one will die for nothing. I know we people from Edo North are not like this. I don't know how come about this one. Can you imagine? There are cowards and fools in every society, so maybe you are one of the cowards. They already started themselves there. The truth is that people don't want to see reason with what she's saying, but then they'll be suffering in silence right inside the house. So they let them continue to suffer. And somebody is asking all these people that are making comment, so you are okay with what is going on in Nigeria? I don't know if you are working or otherwise. I advise you check your salary. Okay, is it still sustaining you like before? If you have a car, how much do you fill your tank now? Don't be sentimental and don't be so political. Stop condemning the woman, because according to you, her children are not in Nigeria yet. She's trying to make me and you feel at home. That is it. Very good response to Tinubu and his tribal criminalities. If they reject the woman, they go chop agbado and boil ambole, tire, and that woman and her children made money. She's only fighting for common people. Hope your children will lead the protest, madam. Is her children suffering like yours? That is the question. Her children are not suffering like yours. So the security agencies should arrest this noisemaker, okay, and scrutinize her for her loud mouth. Not really. Your family will definitely be the first victim. Can you imagine? All these agbadoisms. No worries. Nigeria is going to happen to so many people, and they will not have mouth to cry when the time comes. So thank you for listening. Let's have a comment. That is what Aisha Yesufu is warning Nigeria about.